Hello everybody, and here we are at the Fighting Cocks in Portingbridge in the New Forest.
Yes, we are. We are the Happy Travellers, and we're here to, well, we're having a 2-day visit with our son and daughter-in-law and their 3 lovely daughters. But we've taken the opportunity to travel down a day early because we're going to Sandy Balls tomorrow. And we're going, we stopped a day early at the Fighting Cocks pub, as Wendy said. And what have we found out about this?
Well, we found out that it's pretty expensive to drink anything really in here.
It's the most expensive
You
pub
say that, yes.
I've ever been in, anywhere in the world. A pint of lager will cost you the princely sum of £6 and 10p. Blooming hell. It's quite a nice place.
Yes, it is
staff
nice.
are friendly, aren't they?
Yes, very nice and friendly, and it's a free
let's just show you.
stopover.
Let's just show
Yes.
you around where we are at the moment. Yeah, so that's a broad view of the pub. There's more sort of seating down that way.
Quite a big pub. Yes.
Yeah, and there's more outside. But in the we're doing a pub stopover, aren't we? So we're in the car park along with
About 20 New Forest ponies and their foals. So, and they will go up when the sun's out. They go round, all cluster around the side of our van because it's shady. So I hope they don't kick the van or anything.
Well, one of them did just clip the step. We left the step out to get out of the door, and one of the little ponies just clipped that with their hoof. It made an almighty clanging sound. So that was a bit worrying. We are worried about them. We've been warned that they can kick badly, and I'm worried, especially. I don't know about you, but I'm very worried about them kicking the van badly and us having to have it, well, having more repairs done. So,
Well, I'm more worried about them kicking Pippin, really.
yeah,
I'm
well,
being
that would
very
be worse.
careful.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just pick her up or where I walk her.
Yeah.
And also, she will keep trying to eat the horses
Horse poo.
all the time, and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Would you like me to take a photo with you?
Oh,
Oh, yes.
well, sorry about that. We were interrupted by the lovely person behind the bar saying, "Oh, you're trying to do a selfie." And she came over and insisted on taking a selfie photograph. So I had to switch the video off and then set it on to... I didn't know what else to do. So we did a selfie. Here it is. But we were then... well, we were taken up with the evening and with our son, daughter-in-law and 3 lovely granddaughters came over because they're at Sandy Balls and we're going to Sandy Balls tomorrow, and this pub is just a little way down the road from there. So but let's give you a bit of a view. Well, this is the type of food we had. There's a couple of pictures of that. It's very nice food, but again, the service was a little bit to be desired. One of the meals, okay, there were 4 adults, 3 children. One of the adult meals turned up 5 minutes later than the rest, and the other one of the adult meals, a vegetarian sausage and mashed sort of combo thing, turned up with fully meaty sausages rather than the vegetarian sausages. So they were sort of bitten into and then thought, oh, this is not right. So that had to be sent back. And that was our son and daughter-in-law meals, so they were left sort of waiting for their food while everyone else was getting on with theirs. It's hot food, so you know you start eating because it's hot. If it was cold meals, then we'd have waited, but everything else was all right. The service wasn't that bad, actually. The people were really pleasant, and we got served in reasonable time, apart from the meals coming in a bad order. You know, we are parked up in the car park at the Fighting Cocks, and we did call ahead yesterday actually the day before yesterday, to book to come and do a one-night overnight stop. They recorded all that. We arrived, told them that we were here. The guy behind the bar said, oh, okay, yeah, fine. He seemed a bit confused about the whole thing, because we asked him to book the table for 7 people for 7:30, and then we told him we were here with the motorhome and that we parked in the car park and so on. So, and we ordered a couple of drinks. So clearly ordering a couple of drinks made all that previous information disappear from his head, because he didn't register that we were here. He didn't book our table for us. So, you know, we had to sort of quickly grab the table when we went in there, because it was getting busy. So we managed to secure the table. And then when we all finished and come back out, I think it was the landlord came over and said, what are you doing? There's no camping. So we said, well, look, we've booked a Britstop overnight. And he said, oh, right, okay. Who did you book with? There was lots of questions about when we booked, why we booked, how we booked. But he said, oh, okay, just to make sure that, you know, if you're in the car park, I know what you're doing. Yeah, so one other little bombshell of information is, let me take you down the other end while Wendy's doing the blinds. Yes. Wendy's closing the blinds up.
Yeah.
And one other bombshell I found, you remember when, I'll just get these out of here. Remember when we picked up Nikita Chloe from the horrible, bad people at Travel World? I said, true to form, they'd left some screws in the cutlery drawer. We don't know why. They weren't in there before. We'd given it back to them for a day, but they were in there afterwards, and these are the screws that were in there. Now, this is one of the screws that came out of that cupboard door hinge, and you'll notice the difference in size. Quite a big difference. I got to thinking, because there were 4 of the larger screws, 2 for each hinge, and I got to thinking, if I put a larger screw in, would it actually go right through the board, or would it actually grip a bit better? So I tried one. I just tried to finger tighten a screw into the hole, into the bare hole, and I sort of took a chance and got the hinge, put it back on and screwed it in. These longer screws, I know they're still not the right ones. Look at that head. Let's just get you focused in on that. Yeah. It's not the right screw, because it has a flat head, and it's not countersunk as it should be. And thanks John Vickers for all that information. But it is longer, and it does grip better. So I've managed with 2 longer screws to refit the cupboard door temporarily, and here it is. It's all fitted on. Now you'll notice that the gap here is not right, and it's not lined up down this edge properly, there's a, you know, there's a big sort of lip here. So I'm not happy with it being fitted like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that repair. I'm going to sort of drill out the hole, fill it with some filler when I can get to a DIY shop. And I meant to go to one today, but you know, it was motorway all the way down to New Forest. Strangely, we are just a 6-minute drive away from Bridgeford, which is where we were a couple of weeks ago. And there's a little DIY shop down there that I think would do a treat to have another visit to. And I think what we'll do is I'll maybe over the next couple of days convince my son to get in the car and drive down, because it'll only be 10 minutes down the road, park up, nip into that shop and get some epoxy glue, resin, filler stuff. Not sure what they'll have, and maybe, and you know, John, it's not that I don't appreciate the offer of you sending me some screws, it's just that I'm not going to be back at home base until the middle of September, so it would take all that time to get them, so I've no other way of getting them. But I'm gonna, if you've, a shout out to John Vickers, if you can describe those screws in a way that I can describe to the man in the DIY shop, and then he might have them, so I can buy them directly. But thank you. And you know, that's what I hope to do, is get that filled up, get that sorted out, get a really strong screwed on hinge for that door, and then I can readjust it all up. I'm not very good at adjusting kitchen cupboard doors, never have been. I can't quite work out the thing, but there you go. We're gonna have a go and see if I can get it all nicely lined up. It'll be a challenge, but yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Anyway, that's it for today. As you see, that door's shut. Wendy's getting ready for bedtime, and so must I. So it's good night, and if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow our journey and this is your first time here, please do click the subscribe button. And if you want to be a super subscriber, why not ring that bell, and we'll send you a reminder every time we upload a new video. And what we try to do is upload a regular video every day and others at various times. So those other videos can be at different times, maybe lunchtime, maybe in the afternoon, maybe in the morning, but you know, another video maybe once or twice a day, and we're going to try and do that, keep you fully updated with what we are doing, traveling around the UK in our motorhome and going across to Europe. That really is it for now. Thanks so much for watching, really appreciate it, and all the comments, and a special thanks to John Vickers. Bye bye for now.